Hello Bulldogs, my name is Jessica Reeves. I'm with Reeves Country Store LLC. Before we start, I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself and my husband. Obviously, I'm the wife to a Marine Corps veteran, mom to 3 wonderful children. We moved here in 2009, and in 2010 we joined Centerview Baptist Church, where my husband and I have both volunteered in different ministries there. Growing up, I was taught that it's very important to serve your community and help others when you can. That led me, I'm going to get choked up again.
You'll be all right, don't worry.
It led me to use my love of sewing to create a community outreach by taking donated wedding gowns to create bereavement gowns for miscarried and stillborn babies.
Oh, that is awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Way to go, girl.
My husband and I both volunteer as well with our local fire department and with a wonderful organization called Irreverent Warriors, whose goal is to stop veteran suicide. So, now that you know a little bit about us, and I've made a fool of myself getting all choked up, let me tell you about our business. We are a family-run apiary who provides our customers, local and international at this point, with local, fresh, raw honey and the highest quality beeswax-based products. We started with simply 1 hive in hopes to enjoy fresh honey would help with my husband's seasonal allergies, and have grown to 7 hives. And while attending the Real Entrepreneurship class, we were given the tools and the knowledge needed to launch our business on March 10th of this year. So, the current market is not able to meet the increasing demand for local raw honey, as people have become aware of its many great benefits to include seasonal allergy relief. We are able to provide those local customers and international, like I said before, with local, fresh, raw honey and other great products. Our target market is between the age 25 and 65 that are health and environmentally conscious. We also have opportunities to sell at local coffee shops, breweries, and boutiques at wholesale or retail. And where, yes, you can go into just about any grocery store in this world and get honey right off of the shelf, most of that honey is imported from around the world. It is adulterated with additives or heat treated, and that kills a lot of the great benefits that you get as a consumer consuming that honey. Also, because of the fact that we are processing our own honey, we take that wax that we get from harvesting it and are able to make a lot of other great products, such as our lip balms, our salves, and our lotion bars. We started selling to our friends and family, and it grew very quickly. We have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. And when we've made posts in the past on social media platforms that we had honey available, typically in about an hour we were sold out, leaving customers unable to purchase. Since we've launched in March, we've acquired web domains with plans to launch our website very soon, while also attending local markets and festivals. To date, we have not spent any money on advertising. It has been good old-fashioned, face-to-face, word of mouth. We do plan to use our website to have a monthly newsletter with promotions for our customers, as well as still continuing to do face-to-face interactions with local markets and festivals. Being environmentally and health conscious ourselves, we aim to waste as little as possible from our hives. This has allowed us to come up with some great products that our customers absolutely love. All of our products are natural and chemical free, so they're safe for even the most sensitive of skins, including babies. We are also planning on launching some new products, including beard balm, cast iron conditioners, and beeswax wraps to replace saran wrap. Even though we're not at wholesale volume yet because we're just starting out, we've been able to manage our costs and expenses to keep our costs of goods as low as possible while still achieving higher profit margins. We pride ourselves knowing to the penny what our costs are for every product that we put on the market. Currently, we have 7 hives, which can produce up to 700 pounds of honey and about 15 pounds of wax annually. We're asking for $6,000 in funding. This would allow us to purchase 10 hives, over 500,000 bees to fill those hives, and other equipment. The growth would allow us to have an inventory of honey during the off season, and overall, the funds would allow us to reach our goals in half the time currently projected. Oh, it's not playing. Do I have to hit it twice? No, it didn't play. It's not playing. I don't know what happened. Well, there was a video of the honey coming out after we harvest it. So why not, Bulldogs, why not help our business grow and sit back and watch the honey flow? But it's not playing, so.
And you're a poet.
No, why not?
No.
It's not showing, I don't know. It is what it is.
There's the honey right there.
There's honey in front of you, that's right, there's honey in front of you, but it is what it is. So, I have a bag for each of you with a sample of honey and some of our top selling products. That one is for
Okay,
you.
even I'll say this is pretty cute.
That one is for you.
Thank you.
Oh, yours doesn't have a pretty pink flower.
No, my mother found them. So inside you'll find a sample of our honey. There's a lip balm, a lotion bar, and one of our salves.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah. The Woodsman doesn't have a lot of fragrance because most men don't want an overbearing
Yeah, I don't
fragrance.
actually even use deodorant.
Well, there you go.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
So this is for
Back off.
sore muscles, like just rub
You
it on
can,
my
yes
sore
ma'am.
muscles?
Yes ma'am. And so it's just it's got shea
Salve.
butters,
I like salve.
the wax, and so your body heat will just start to melt it down and just rub it in like regular lotion.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank
I
you.
like that whole logo thing. Every bit of this is just really well done.
Thank
and the
you.
little stamp you got in this thing.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
It's just a silicone mold.
That's
Okay.
So we pour them into our
It's got
molds and then
stamp.
it's got our bees in it.
This is
It's
cute.
very cute.
And then what is this one for? Is this?
It's a salve, so it has a lot of different herbs in it. It has a lot of different properties. I've used it literally on diaper rash for my babies. I've used it on burns, bug bites,
Raw
eczema,
honey.
you name it, everything.
Okay.
Honey is amazing, isn't
It
it?
is.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
You talked about how when you were getting started and you're selling to friends and family and the business, you know, it grew very, very quickly and then you were sold out of your product within like an hour, I think is what you said.
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to acquire, you've got the 7 hives now.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to acquire 10 additional hives.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that going to do to alleviate the problem of selling out within an hour? I mean, can you fulfill your demand right now?
So if we were to be able to get the 10 additional hives, that would give us about another 1,000 pounds of honey. That would give us more, hopefully more than what we currently have a demand for, to where we have a little bit of a stockpile during the off season, because honey is a seasonal thing. You can't harvest it in the middle of winter. And hopefully every year we would just continue. Our plan is to turn around and put our profits back into the business and continue to grow to eventually have upwards of 100 hives, so that we can keep building that.
Yeah, that tied to my question really was how many hives would it take, do you think, to make a living at it?
Our goal is 100
And you think you can make
100
a living
plus.
with 100 hives?
comfortably.
Where you're thinking, yeah.
Yes, we'd like to be at 100 hives in the next 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
And obviously you have the space for all of this. So
Yes, ma'am.
Locally, where are you located?
We are in Maysville,
Onslow.
on Onslow side of Maysville.
Okay.
Mm.
So, I love your presentation. I love how it has a holistic approach to. I have seasonal allergies, so I would like to know more about how that helps.
Absolutely.
How it helps. So, what would it mean to you to win this competition?
It would really change everything. If we won, it could really mean that my husband's able to step away from his job and possibly, take this on full time and just run with it a lot sooner than what we would think, what we would be able to do on our own, if you will. literally change our lives pretty quickly. So yeah,
And that's something you're ready for?
absolutely.
So $6,000 to purchase 10 hives.
So we were, well, can I answer that?
Yes, keep going.
Okay. So our plan was to take roughly 3,000 of that to purchase that, the 10 hives, the bees, and then to put the other into either getting wholesale jars, things like that, because like I said, everything that we've done so far has not been at wholesale volume. It's been purely pulling things off of Amazon, that kind of thing. Once we get to that point and we can start purchasing at wholesale prices, our costs will go down even more.
So talk about that a little bit, Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
What does your overhead look like right now? What are you having to spend to produce your product?
So currently, we're looking at annually around $7,000 in overhead. If we were, if I break that down to get our break-even point, we need to sell around 60 products a month just to break even. And that was, the way we figured that was by taking our top 3 selling products, averaging out our profit on those, and that's how we came up with that 60.
Okay.
So,
What's the difference in the light and the dark?
That's a good question.
so these honeys were actually harvested the same exact day, just 2 different fields. So there's just the flowers that they were.
So it's whatever they were messing with.
Mm-hmm.
They got
Oh,
you.
wow.
These
Yeah.
ones.
So, and the darker one is a little bit thicker, whereas the lighter one is a little bit looser. But yeah. It all changes. The color, the flavor is completely different from season to season. We've had some that taste like strawberries, some that taste like cinnamon, some that taste like honeysuckle. It really does change.
So let me ask you another question. You said your husband works a full-time job, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you work a
No, ma'am.
full-time job too, or just?
I'm a
doing the-
stay-at-home mom.
Okay, all right.
So on top of all of this, I homeschool our 3 children as well.
So how many hours a week are you investing in the business now?
So between getting into the hives and creating the products and everything, the nice thing about beekeeping is you don't really have to go into the hives a whole lot. The bees do the majority of the work. It's just when it comes extraction time, making sure they're ready to go, making sure over winter that they're safe and they're good. But yeah, and then I would say I probably spend 4 or 5 hours in the evening, Monday through Friday. I try to keep weekends to the family. Obviously, there's times where we've gotten called out to go get bees from people's houses. So
you're spending 20,
20
hours a week or so?
Probably about 20 to 30 hours a week.
How many customers do you have right now?
Oh, well, okay, so I don't have a number specifically on that. We do have on our Facebook page that we started in March, we're currently sitting, I think, about 525 people. A lot of them have purchased. Some of them are new to the page and haven't been able to purchase because I had to get a lot of the labels and logistics and all that stuff figured out. But I would say probably around 200 to 300 have purchased from us before.
Do you have repeat customers?
Oh yes. Oh yes, we have.
What's your biggest selling product?
Other than the honey, the salve. Our
Really?
salve. Our salve and our lotion bars. And so with our top 3 sellers are our honey, our salves, and our lotion bars. Our honey between labels, jars cost us between $1 and $1.50 to produce. And then we sell them for $12 to $20. A pound is 20, a half pound is 12.
High profit margin.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Good deal.
Good margin.
Our salve costs us $2 to make. We sell it for $15, and our lotion bars cost us $1.50 to make, and we sell them for $8.
So
Awesome.
lotion bar, that'd be the little woodsman thing?
Yes, sir.
And the salve, what do you put it on?
Any and everything.
Okay.
I've literally used it, like I was saying earlier, I've used it to treat my child's diaper rash. I've used it on burns,
Get a little
scrapes,
cut. I put some
little
salve
cut.
on there. All right.
My husband uses it when he goes hiking or running so that he doesn't have chafing.
Really?
I mean,
Blisters and all that? What, are there expiration dates on any of that? Is it
No,
how
ma'am.
long it lasts? Just forever?
I've had some salve that I've had for a year. Most of the time I go through it before then. But no, because of the beeswax and the honey. The honey never goes bad.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's one of the few things.
Honey doesn't stay around long enough to go bad.
No.
No, it
And if
doesn't.
it crystallizes, because it is sugar, if it does crystallize, you can either let it continue to crystallize and then blend it all up in a food processor and have whipped honey, or you can put it in a mug with some warm water and it'll go back down. It'll melt back down. Yeah.
Education with presentation.
Well, you can't sell it if I don't educate on it.
That's
Right.
right, that's right. Well, thank you. Do y'all
No, I
have
think
more?
I'm
This
good.
is amazing.
Yeah, this is
Thank
good.
you.
Enjoy.
Very nicely done.
All right.
Thank
All right,
you.
good job.
These lovely,
Yes, and our business card is in the bag as well.
okay, great.